Quick update, this is the character generation board for the BombJack version 3 hardware. So all of the IC sockets are now populated. This board is entirely digital. There are no analog components at all. All of the headers have been populated here. The bank select, which loops back up into the video generation board and actually decides which bank of memory from the extended data bus is mapped in here. These larger RAM sockets are here. Took a few days to arrive, but that was okay. The little header socket up here for the output pixels is also there. On the other side, because I wanted these boards to stack, we have extra long pins for all of the bus headers up here. And of course, the pixel header and the memory bank select up here is short. So looking at this, all of the solders seem to be okay. So now it's just a case of populating this board, situating the board underneath the video generation board, connecting up the pixel header into the video generation board, and connecting up the bank select onto the correct bank, and then that's it. And then I should be able to program via the continuing memory bus. I should be able to program some character memory and some screen memory, and then I should be able to see characters on the screen. Scary moment. We'll see how that goes later on after I finish population. So this is the populated character generation board. This component here, actually when I ordered it, it's coming in a narrow socket rather than a wide socket. So I have to do something about this on the next iteration of the board. I've forgotten to order this 6264 here, so the bottom plane of the characters will always be floating high, unfortunately. This was U91, or it is U91. The socket for this was actually one longer than it needed to be, and it was actually using the wrong package in the simulator and in the PCB design. This is actually a 7432. There are other 7432s on this board. There are two others. The other two had the correct package. It's just that this one did not, so I had to bung it over here onto the breadboard, which is a bit annoying. Also something to fix in the next iteration of the PCBs. I added a whole row of extra height headers here as well to help me sandwich the boards together. I have enough clearance in the middle here. Because of this, I wanted extra clearance. So progress with the build so far now is that I've populated all of the chips on the character board there down here, and I've connected it via the board headers here. The video generation board has been connected back to the video conversion, and I've connected up the pixel input header on the video board to the output pixels over there on the character generation board. The video converter is set up in RGB HV. In theory, when I connect everything up and switch on the power, because at the moment it is off, then we should get a video signal here. Now, unfortunately, this component here, which was in slot U91, very strangely had the wrong size socket. The package was wrong. Actually, inside the simulation and layout software, it was only wrong on that instance of that component. All of the other instances of components of the same type had the correct size package, so I don't know how that happened. So I had to connect it up a little bit of a hacky way for this circuit board. Also, the one of the memory chips down here, it was a 6116, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so let's just check. Yeah, so the 6116 fast, which goes in here. The 6116 fast is actually on a narrow socket, not on a wide socket. So you can see it's unpopulated right now. That means that it's just going to be displaying floating high, so character 3FF all the time, no matter what. And also the memory, I forgot to order one of the, you can't see it in there, but I also forgot to order one of the 6264s. So one of the bits of the bit planes for the characters is also going to be always floating high. So I've ordered those bits, and we'll see what happens when that arrives. But so far we're going to turn on the video and we'll see what happens. So first things first, I'm going to turn on the board, and we have an output signal. Great, magic. We have on the display the same character being repeated over and over again with whatever is inside the contents of the RAM. So this at least tells me that something's working. And if I, say for example, change the border size, boink, that's the horizontal border size, boink it back again, and then the vertical size, there you go, see I can boink it in and out, and it works quite well. Boink, boink, boink. So this tells me that actually the rendering is kind of somewhat working. Now what I need to do is that I need to debug more fully the memory input here on the memory bus. See if I can program different characters and stuff like that. And also program different palette entries again and get all of that working. But success so far.